Welcome everybody. Got a great group logging in from all over. Lindsey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Hey, I'm happy because old dogs can indeed be taught new tricks. And what I mean is myself. This is my first ever Facebook Live where I've added in someone else, and I couldn't think of anyone better to add in than you. Brand new platinum, first platinum in the history of our company. So happy to have you on the line. So what are you up to today? Where are you calling in from?
I'm calling in from Ceres, California. I just actually left my daughter who got honor roll at school for 8th grade, and I rushed home because I could not wait to go live with you to talk about Liv.
Excellent. Well, guys, I'm super happy to have everybody on the line right now. Lindsey is, as I shared with you earlier, she'll tell you her story, but she is a super mom. She is a super entrepreneur, and now she's a super platinum of Liv. Lindsey, you know, if you want to take, let's say, the first 90 seconds, maybe 2 minutes, tell your non-Liv backstory. What do we need to know about you?
Well, I'm a mom of 5. Married my high school sweetheart. Together we have 5 children, ages 3 to 15. And we've, always resided in the same hometown where we grew up in. I'm just that small town girl, right? That story. But we have a traditional business where I've had that business now for 21 years. And I was introduced to this industry, network marketing, in your sister companies about 6 years ago. And it was there that I learned time leveraged, learned to build a team, learned that I really am made for this industry. This is really something that resonates with me. I love to help people. I love to set goals. And I want additional income. I mean, I make good money, but people make good money, want to make good money. I like expensive things. And I'm like, I have 5 kids that I have to raise. I got 5 weddings I got to pay for. I got goals, right? So,
well, Lindsey, it wouldn't matter if you liked the cheapest things. If you have 5 kids, you don't have a choice. You're going to have to get rich. No. You literally have no choice. So let's talk first about some of these pieces before we talk about Liv and what you've done here. So you have 5 kids. Mm-hmm. Most people would tell you that it's impossible to have 5 kids, period. Just impossible to have 5 kids. So not only did you have 5, like I would tell you with 2, it is impossible to manage 5 of those monkeys at the same time. So kudos to you. But you're 5 kids and you have a traditional business.
Yes.
How do you run a traditional business with 5 kids?
Well, because of this industry, I learned time leveraged. I raised up leaders in my other business. I was able to put that more as an autopilot business where I just learned skills and put systems in place that doesn't have me in the day-to-day. So I don't want to romanticize the fact that, I'm working a full-time job and building this, but I was able to leverage my time and put people in place that raising up leaders in my traditional business, just how I learned to raise up leaders in my network marketing business.
Understood. I think you jumped to question 2. I want to go back to question 1. How does a mom of 5 even think she can start a business? So forget about network marketing. What I'm talking about, you have a traditional business. You started a traditional business. You're a mom of 5. Maybe you had 4 kids then or 3. Who are you to think that you can run a company and have 5 kids? It's impossible. It's not possible.
What makes it possible is my belief in myself and also the people around me. One, I have a husband that's, he's amazing and super helpful in everything that we do. But I have that belief in myself. I want to be proof that, the hand that rocks the cradle rules the world. And I want to raise babies and build business. And I'll be damned if anyone tells me otherwise.
That's right. You're a boss lady. So step 1,
that's right.
You got 5 kids. That's 5 full-time jobs. Step 2, on top of that, you said, I'm going to launch a traditional business. And I mean, there's no way that thing could have been successful if you have 5 kids, right? Your traditional business had to have failed with 5 kids, right?
No, it's still thriving. So no. And you jump and the net will appear, and you just, if you stay focused and you have a belief in yourself and you have a belief in what you're doing, nothing or no one can detour you. Nothing or no one can change that from you. And I have the absolute utmost belief in anything I do. I won't touch it And also I prioritize my time. If I don't feel like it's an alignment for me to go somewhere, I'm not going to go. If it's not, if my time is precious. And so I look at things as time is currency for me. If it's not worth my time, I'm not going to go. I'm not going to RSVP to that person's problems. I'm going to only focus on what's at hand. And it's that direction and focus has really been the key to my success, and also helping others do the same, because we get so distracted. We're on autopilot.
Good.
You are just distracted, and we're changing that.
All right. Well, I'm walking people through this story that you and I know very well, especially yourself. It's your story. You have 5 kids, not 1, not 3, 5 full-time jobs. You're like the in Living Color sketch about the Jamaicans. You're like, you got 5 jobs.
I got 10 jobs.
You got 10 jobs. All right, 5 full-time jobs, and then you start a company, or in that process, you start a company. The company is still successful today. 6 years ago, you're like, you know what? 5 kids and a business is not enough. I want to get into the direct sales networking industry because, you know, I need more stuff on my plate. Who are you to believe you can have 5 kids, a healthy, thriving marriage, a successful business, and join a company in the direct sales industry and be successful at that too?
The reason is the people. I found the purpose. I saw the passion, and I thought, you know, I'm very successful at what I do. However, I felt overwhelmed and underwhelmed at the same time. I thought, is this it? Is this all that's out there for me? Is this all I'm going to be doing the same thing every single year in, year out? And I love what I do. However, what's fulfilling me? And I did not feel fulfilled. I needed something else that was going to spark something for me, that was going to change it. And my husband, you know, when I came home and said, hey, babe, I just went to this event and I want to do this thing. Is it network marketing? And he goes, you know what? The sparkle in your eye. He goes, I haven't seen that in a very long time. Just do it. What's the worst that can happen? He's like, just do it. See, I love seeing you happy. And it's his encouragement, and also the belief in myself going, I know I'm successful at whatever I do. However, I need to be on fire for something, or I'm bored. If I'm not on fire for it, I'm dying inside. I love to be on fire for something, and this gives me that platform. It's just something that resonates with me.
Big shout out to Mike, by the way, your husband. Thank you, Mike. Many lives have been impacted because of his support of you and encouragement of you. So 5 kids, started a business, successful business, then started in the networking industry. You said something I thought was extremely powerful, which was, I was overwhelmed with what I was doing in my business, yet underwhelmed in the end game of the pure purpose of it all. Is that an accurate recap?
Perfectly said.
And I wonder how many of you guys watching this right now are overwhelmed and underwhelmed? Sound off in those comments, unless, of course, you found your vehicle. I know a lot of you guys had found your vehicle. Prior to finding your vehicle, how many of you guys can relate, to that statement? So you went on and became a successful 6-figure-a-year income earner in the industry. And then recently, you and I connected, and you heard about Liv. I'm going to give a quick 90 seconds of what Liv is for people that don't know. And then I want you to explain where you were at in your life that made you choose to, plant your flag here. So guys, a quick Liv snapshot is essentially we take your bucket list, the list of things you never do and die with regret, and we turn it into a Liv list, basically a list of things that you've accomplished and checked off that turn into memories. Bucket list, regret, Liv list, memories. We provide the platform and we curate all the experiences and show you the time of your life. That's on a global level. On a local level, we activate communities all across North America for you to plug into people for experiences, social, giving back and contribution, family experiences, so experiences at a local level. And then lastly, we create a ripple effect of helping people live moments intentionally every single day so that they're not just living life on autopilot. That's Liv. Why, Lindsey, did you choose, with all you have to offer, your leadership, your network, everything on your plates, the 5 kids, the whole deal, why did you choose Liv?
It was the platform. As soon as I chatted with you and said, tell me what Liv's about, and you share with me just what you said right there, it was a visceral feeling for me, and it comes from absolute heartache and devastation. I know what the loss is. I know what that feeling is of being on autopilot, and it resonated with me to my core. And the reason being, it was really what sparked for me is in January, I made a decision with my husband, January of last year. Okay, so go back to 2017. We made a decision as a family, you know, we're going to book the tickets to Disneyland and take our kids as often as possible, because we live close enough to do that. We're going to take walks, we're going to do vacations, we're going to book those things, we're going to be more intentional. And it took my mother getting sick. It took my mother being diagnosed at the age of 57 with early onset dementia. And she's been battling this for a few years. And we had to place her in a home in May at the age of 62 in full-time care. And so I knew that was coming last year. And even though I was prepared for it, nothing can prepare you for that. You see, my mother dies every day. She doesn't remember within the last 2 minutes. So I was watching, and as I spend time with her, I see she's only in the moment. She's only present in the moment with what's happening right now. She does not remember in the past. She does not remember and she's not worrying about the future. And I thought, you know, that is, one, it's devastating and such a cruel disease, but two, it's a lesson. I can either take that, I can take my not failures, but my stresses and worries, and then turn lifestyle. She's at the age when people are still working. She's at the age when they can go travel the world, and she will never have that experience. I missed out on that, and I will not let my kids have that same, you know, fortune. I want them to be traveling. We want to create experiences with them, but then I am not a planner. Okay. I'm busy. I'm not a planner. I'm the one that shows up. I will RSVP and come. I will not coordinate. And so this is a platform that's going to help me just rally up my friends and my family saying, I want to go to Greece for my birthday. Hint, hint. I want to go next summer. Like, let's go. And so this will provide that for it. But it's also a platform for us to share, to get people connected again, going and having experiences, because I'm a girly girl. I love me some, you know, I love my makeup and jewelry and things like that. But I'll tell you, the most things that I remember is the time with my family, the time spent sitting, you know, and having moments with my family. My kids will always cherish that. And I'm not getting that with my mother. So what I can do is I can sit and cry about it, which I've already done. And now I'm thinking, okay, what can I do to make sure that my kids don't have that same thing, that I provide for something now, because it's never the right time. You will never have the right money, enough money. You will never, it's like getting married and having kids. It's never the right time. And then once you do, you're like, it was meant to be. Liv was meant to be. I truly believe I manifested this company into my life. Thank you, Nick, for putting what you've been talking about for over 10 years and putting that pen to paper and deciding this is where we're going to go, because I know it's going to change my life. It already is. It's changing other families' life. And it's that absolute belief, knowing that we have something different. So I could have went to any other company. I was I was happy, you know, with where I was at, great supplements. But however, this is different. This is different because I know for a fact that you are going to make an impact on so many different lives. And that's what's just fulfilling to me. I'm so excited.
I'm going to pause you. You gave us a lot to go with, right? So yeah. First of all, my parents are 66. So to hear your story of your mother who's 62, that, you know, is in a position where she's not going to see the world. She's not going to check off, you know, anything off her list. I can very easily put myself in those shoes, and I just think about my parents who have been working for decades to save this money, and they're just now starting to do stuff. And your mom could be my mom, you know, your mom could be my dad. And I want to send a lot of love and a lot of, you know, prayer and light to you and your family for what your mom is dealing with and going through. And I want to honor you for making the decision to make sure that you do something about that. You made the decision a year ago to do something about that for you and your kids, and you made a decision a month and a half ago to do something about that for thousands of other families who don't know that that's going to happen, could be around the corner. Whether you realize this or not, Lindsey, you made a decision because of where your family was at and what had happened to your mother. You made a decision that is going to create a ripple effect that thousands of other families are going to go check things off their list that they wouldn't have otherwise before something happens in their family. And it's because of the decision you made. And you should be extremely proud of yourself for first making the decision for your family a year ago, and then making the decision for every family by joining this company and sharing this vision. So for those of you guys that are just kind of tuning in, you know, Lindsey shared that she chose this company. She could sell anything. You know, as I'm looking at people logging in, there's people on here that sell telecom. There's people on here that sell makeup. There's people on here that sell supplements. There's people on here that sell cleaning supplies, right? As I look at the people logging in, you said, I don't want to do that anymore to create income. I want to take people on life experiences, create these memories, and I want to create income by bringing people to the life experiences, by bringing value to their life, by having fun, by being social, by showing them things locally they've never done before. And in doing that, you've created an unbelievable following. You've created a fantastic organization of people, and you've become the first six-figure-a-year income earner in our company, and you did it in 30 days. Now, results not typical. Lindsey is an absolute professional in our industry. She's an expert marketer. She's an entrepreneur already. She's got skills. She's got skills to pay the bills. She's got certain advantages because of what she's done in the past. But what that should share to you is that a mother of five, a rock star entrepreneur, a six-figure-a-year income earner in the industry of direct sales, chose Liv for a very a poignant reason, powerful reason, a purposeful reason, and went out there and took massive action, became the first six-figure-a-year income earner in this company. There will always and forever only be one first platinum of our company, and it is you, Lindsey Curry. How does that feel?
It's such an honor. It truly is surreal to me. And, you know, I want to thank you for all that you've done and will continue to do and providing this. And we just had that, like I said, we had the belief, and we did this during Christmas, and people keep reaching out to me. And I'll tell you right now, if you're wanting to get started and you're like, okay, what do I do? What do I do? Who do I talk to? Do I have to talk to and enroll 100 people? No, you start with one person, the one you want to do business, and you start with two, and then you start with three, and then you just reach out. I started with 4 people and reached out to them saying, I love and appreciate you, and I think you're amazing. Do you want to get the band back together again? Or do you want to build a business with me? There's people here that I've never even met that have come into my life that I will be lifelong friends that I just met in the last month. That's how incredible this network marketing is. So if someone's like, okay, I've never done this before, can I do this? Absolutely. Do you have a voice? Do you have an opinion? Do you want to change in your life? Do you want to lead a life by design and not default? Then this is for you. This is for you. This is unlike anything I've ever seen in my life. Because I'll tell you what, you'll never see anything with Liv that has to do, you'll never find anything of it, or a membership. It's a membership. You'll never see this on Amazon. And I know that that's something special and different, because in a world where people aren't really necessarily loyal to something, they're loyal to free shipping and 2-day shipping and Prime. This is so different. And when we have our first experience, I mean, we are going to Chicago in next week. I'm going to be able to spend time with you guys in Chicago and the team. We get to go to LA, we get to go to Miami. We get to check things off our list that we've always wanted to do. And the fact that I got to be first and in the company, I might just bawl, I think, whenever I see everybody in Chicago. It is such an honor and so surreal. And just thank you for changing my life. Thank you.
Well, you did all the hard work. You made the decision. How does it, I want you to think about this for a moment. How does it feel to know that your decision to take the leap of faith and say, look, I'm going to do this regardless of what happens, regardless of who decides to follow me, in an act to honor your own mother, so that you could show your kids the experiences together as a family before it was too late. you went out there, became the first platinum in this company. You became a role model for what will be tens of thousands of people for a path to follow. You did this with 5 kids and another business, and you're going to have a ripple effect that helps thousands and thousands and thousands of people create memories and check things off their list and share moments with their family that they never even dreamed of because of your decision. Have you actually processed that yet?
I have, and it's an honor that I don't take lightly. This is not a game. I used to, say that, oh, this is so much fun to me. We know we are impacting families' life, and it really now has become a mission for me. The fact that over 400 families have joined our team in the last little over a month, that are raising their hand saying, I want different. I've been there, done that. I'm over it. I want change in my life. And the fact that we're leading the trail, I do not take that honor lightly. I want to, I have the most incredible business partners who are just humble and servant driven and just fun to be around, and they're family to me. And so we all collectively together know we have a purpose here. We are not taking it lightly. We are raising our hand saying, I want to be the first in the company, or the top 5. I was like, if I'm not even the first, that's fine. I'll take second or third. But now that I have the first, we don't take this lightly. We're raising our hands saying, whatever we need to make this company go above and beyond. I want to be there. I want to be the pioneer that when this company goes to $1 billion and beyond, to say I was there and I was the first. That to me, that gives me chills. I mean, it gives me chills. It is such an honor. Thanks again, Nick, for all that you do, and Blake as well. You guys are incredible, and we are stoked and ready. We just are getting started. This is the beauty of it. We have just started.
Literally, we haven't even started yet. We start in April.
We haven't even launched yet. We're pre-launching inside of a pre-launch. This is amazing.
So I'm going to see you next weekend in Chicago. And you and I are going to take a killer selfie on the 98th floor of the Willis Tower. We're going to be dressed up. We're going to have a glass of champagne, Liv branding around us, a bunch of our other Liv members on the 98th floor, making our way to the 102nd floor so we can go out on the ledge and overlook the whole city. We're going to do that. We're going to do improv. We're going to do Second City. We're going to do Super Bowl party. We're gonna have a blast. So I'll see you next weekend. What are your closing thoughts? Anything that you want to share as we wrap up?
Yes. If anyone is watching and this resonates with you, this is something that you're like, okay, I need to change. Can I do this? This is so different. It's a membership. And is that something that resonates with me going, okay, I don't want to be in a product based. I want to do something that gets me out and living my life. I want to get me out something that's a visceral feeling with people that I know that have done this before, have taken companies to 2 billion and beyond, and people that are just laser focused. Then this is for you. You need to get back to the person that is, putting information in front of you, and really stop the pushback. And I'll tell you, I've had people say, I need to meditate and pray on this. I need to meditate and pray and think about really if this is the right thing for me. And it's funny, you think about it. Okay, do you pray when for me, when I need help something, or when my why has brought me to my knees, and there's been times I prayed for something that's a change, and people have to be awake when something comes along. Maybe this is exactly what you've been praying for. And you have to ask yourself that, because that's why when I say I manifested, I mean, I prayed for this. I prayed for change in my life. I knew I wanted something different on a platform that's bigger and bolder, and it doesn't revolve around something that's just something you get on Amazon. And this is it. And was it scary, and change is different? Yes. However, we have not even really truly begun, but yet my life has been forever changed. And thank you for this platform. And for those of you who have been wanting change and needing it, this is your sign. This is your moment. This is your time. And reach out to the person that got you on here, because you won't look back and you won't regret it.
Big shout out to the Curry family. Congratulations, Liv's first platinum. Guys, give her lots of love, lots of hearts, lots of comments. Please share this story like crazy. It's a powerful story. Your family's beautiful. Mike is amazing. You're amazing. You're the catalyst. You're the pace car. Congratulations, first platinum. Much love to the Curry family. Guys, thanks for joining us. Share the story. Cheers, everybody.